I want to watch this video. America's biggest issues, immigration. There's just no way. There's just no fucking way. It's from the Heritage Foundation YouTube channel, so, you know. Anyway, let's watch this Heritage Foundation video.
Immigration is one of the fundamental building blocks that help make America the...
Bro, I'm Genevieve Wood, and I'm here to tell you why immigration is bad.
unique nation that it is. But the debate over border security and immigration has become toxic because politicians have put politics before principles. And reasonable Americans find themselves trapped between zealots on both sides.
Oh, this is a centrist immigration argument. Yeah, immigration, this is literally going to be their argument, okay? Immigration is good, or immigration is only good when it's from wealthy countries and have productive citizens, aka white. That's exactly what they're going to say.
For over 2 centuries, the United States has welcomed millions of people from every corner of the globe. And today, we lawfully admit
some got in more easily than others.
Over 1 million people.
Aren't politics based on principles? I mean, yeah, kind of.
Every year. That is more than any other country in the world. The debate is not about whether we should allow immigration. It's about how we should do so in a way that protects American sovereignty, respects the rule of law, and is beneficial to all Americans.
What do you mean protect American sovereignty?
So what does a thoughtful agenda for American immigration reform look like? Here are 4 guiding principles. Number 1, we must respect the consent of the governed. That is, the will of the people.
God, such fucking nerds, dude. This is like Constitution porn. We must respect the consent of the governed. Yeah, American citizens hate immigration. We all hate it.
Individuals who are not citizens do not have a right to American citizenship.
I don't like these 3 flags. It feels like they just threw in... What is that noise? Oh, I think Jordan's doing something upstairs. Yeah, Canada's flag is all fucked up. But also, it's like, it feels like they just put the Canadian flag just as like... Yeah, it looks like it wasn't supposed to be there. Oh my god, was it like 3 like non-white countries? They just don't look like... Yeah, we're not racist, guys, but like... Yeah, I think maybe it was Vietnam. I don't know. Yeah, they slapped the fucking... Oh, you think they did slap the fucking Canada leaf on the Vietnam flag? That's interesting.
Citizenship without the consent of the American people. That consent is expressed through the laws of the United States.
No, actually. You can, like, appoint unelected officials, you know, to, like, not... It could have been Peru, most likely China. You can appoint unelected officials to manage immigration, and, you know, the majority of people are actually fine with immigration statistically, but whatever.
Through those laws, we the people invite individuals from other countries under certain conditions to join us as residents and fellow citizens. Number 2.
Yeah, what is the Subnautica music?
We cannot compromise national security and public safety.
Yeah, and that's where she's talking about, like, the Muslim ban was okay because of public safety, even though it banned, like, non-Muslim countries. And, like, left in other Muslim countries. Like, it wasn't a Muslim ban, even though that would be fucked up anyway.
Every nation has the right, recognized by both international and domestic law, to secure its borders and ports of entry and control what and who is coming into its country. A disorganized and chaotic immigration system encourages people to go around the law and is a clear invitation to those who wish to take advantage of our openness to harm the nation.
And good thing that's never happened in America. That's never happened in America, and if it did, if people were immigrating illegally, that would be really dangerous.
Secure borders, especially in a time of terrorist threat, are crucial to American national security.
And we are in a time of, like, international terrorism threat. Totally.
Number 3, becoming a citizen means becoming an American. We must preserve patriotic assimilation.
Bullshit. America's a country made up of immigrants, and like demanding that they what the fuck? Demanding that they erase their culture to become American is unreasonable and inhumane.
Founding principles of this nation imply that an individual of any ethnic heritage or racial background can become an American.
It implies that they can.
That's why we have always welcomed immigrants seeking the promises and opportunities of the American dream. Patriotic assimilation is the bond that allows America to be a nation of immigrants. Without it, we cease to be a country with a distinct character, becoming instead just a hodgepodge of different groups.
Yeah, otherwise known as a melting pot, which is like the promise of America, you know? I like fundamentally misunderstanding American propaganda and then still being like, yeah, but my misunderstanding is the real America.
If we are to be a united nation...
Also, this is really funny that the Heritage Foundation was stepping into PragerU's turf.
Living up to our motto of E Pluribus Unum.
Bro, that's not policy. Shut up. I hate when fucking Constitution perverts bring this shit up. Who gives a shit what Latin phrase the pedophile fucking rapist slave owner who wrote the Constitution wrote down? Who gives a shit?
Out of many, one. We all must understand and embrace a common language, history, and civic culture.
Yeah, this is Prager L.
And that not only benefits America, but also those immigrants and their families who aspire to prosper here. Number 4, our lawmakers must respect the rule of law, and immigration is no exception. Failure to enforce our immigration laws is unfair to those who obey the law and follow the rules to enter our country legally. Those who enter and remain in the country illegally should not be rewarded with legal status or other benefits.
Yeah, we should kill them.
When politicians condone such behavior, they only encourage further illegal conduct. Based on these principles,
there are millions of illegal undocumented immigrants in this country. Millions of undocumented immigrants in this country. Okay. What do you want to do with them? Do you want to like Gestapo police rip them from their homes and their legal families who were born here and send them back to the country that they came from? Or do you want to just be like, okay, you're a citizen now? Because that would be a lot easier. They do? I know. The music is also way too loud.
Principles, immigration reform should include transitioning to a merit-based system. We should end practices like chain migration, birthright citizenship.
Wow, that's crazy, dude. That's insane.
The visa lottery, arbitrary per-country immigration caps, and any form of amnesty for those here illegally.
This is barbaric, dude. This is literally like, this is inhumane.
We must close loopholes that prevent enforcement of our laws and have overwhelmed immigration courts, allowing
This woman should be deported. I don't care if she was born here. She should be deported to the country that she thinks is like the worst. She should have to live in like excruciating conditions. She deserves to suffer like more than anyone ever has.
Asylum claimants and other lawbreakers to remain in the U.S. indefinitely. And we must take on these issues one by one. A comprehensive deal subjects the fate of policies with universal appeal to the fate of the most controversial topics. The key is to begin by working on the solutions on which most Americans agree. We must and can address this.
Yeah, I'm deporting you to the bottom of the sea.
Issue in a manner that is fair, responsible, humane, and prudent.
Plus Keith and Combo be hitting different on a Friday night.
Hell yeah.
This is too important an issue.
Wait, asylum seekers and other lawbreakers? No way I missed.
Loopholes that prevent enforcement of our laws and have overwhelmed immigration courts, allowing illegitimate asylum claimants and other lawbreakers to remain in the
Yeah, illegitimate asylum claimants. Yeah. A lot of those, you think?
U.S. indefinitely.
And other lawbreakers.
And we must take on these issues one by one.
It should be illegal to be this woman. The Heritage Foundation, by the way, is a lobbyist group and a research group. This is where Steven Crowder gets his talking points from.
A comprehensive deal subjects the fate.
But not just Steven Crowder, also like Ted Cruz, you know?
Fate of policies with universal appeal to the fate of the most controversial topics. The key is to begin by working on the solutions on which most Americans agree. We must and can address this issue in a manner that is fair, responsible, humane.
Yeah, my best friend's older brother was born in Japan because their dad was in the Air Force. You think they should have just left him there? Yep. Sorry. No birthright citizenship.
And prudent. This is too important an issue to not get right, and too important an issue to be driven by partisan agendas. Let's stay focused on what is best for the welfare of all Americans, both those of today and those of the future.
She means like white people. Racist white people. And like unironically, if she got her way, if this advocacy was true, like was passed, and immigration was so much more restrictive than it is now, America would fall apart like overnight. Because immigrants, especially undocumented immigrants, are the backbone of the agricultural and food processing industries. That's the reality. And the longer that we refuse to give them amnesty and naturalize them en masse, the longer that we prolong the threat of them being deported by their boss, by their employer, by the owner of the chicken factory that employs all the fucking Salvadoran grandmas. The longer we give those fucking corporations and fucking farm owners the power to deport them on a whim and the ability to pay them dollars a day. This country is built on the backs of not only slave labor in the past, but slave labor today. Like, have you ever seen the kind of houses that like agriculture workers have to live in? Where it's like fucking 15 people in like a shack? That shit's inhumane. But without the people doing that labor, we wouldn't have food on our shelves. She looks like if Nancy Pelosi switched teams. Bro, Nancy Pelosi is on her team.